Yay!
I had to restart the whole computer, so I'm hoping this works better. Here's the thing. If I'm lost for much longer, I will cut ahead. Because I'm trying to figure out where to go, and I haven't been to the 3rd floor, so I'm going to go there.
Have we used our key yet that we picked up?
Yeah, I did. I used that in the library reserve.
Oh, what did we get in there again?
We read that book about shooting something in the mouth, which I think is going to be a hint for the boss battle.
Yes.
That's what I think.
Okay, so I just wanted to catch us up because sometimes I have a hard time paying attention, and I'm sure everybody else who has like problems like me does too.
Do you remember where a save point is?
The med bay place, like that nurse's room that we were in.
Okay, because I feel like I should go there, right? Don't you? Mm-hmm. We can go downstairs.
And then we can try to check out the 3rd floor.
You know what's funny to me? What? The thing I like more about Resident Evil is that it's less scary.
That's actually pretty funny.
Because it doesn't bother me as much. There's, like, I love horror, and I know, like, there's always gonna be people who are like, oh, that's lame. But, like, sometimes horror, to me, as much as I love it, like, makes me think about stuff a little too much. Like, especially symbolism stuff with Silent Hill.
Yeah, me too.
It's why I love Silent Hill, because it's so intelligent and well-written. But also why I can't play huge swaths of it at a time, because when I'm playing it, there's times where things in it really bother me and stick with me. Especially some of the symbolism in, like, 2 and 3. Like, a lot of that. 1's not as bad for that, because it's more, come on, why do they gotta make this so damn difficult? Like, it's enough that you're a ghost that kills people. It's even worse to be a douchey one, right? Like, come on. You know, when it comes to stuff like this, or even, Blade Runner, right? I can watch, like, these movies that are very intellectual and thoughtful and stuff, and I love that. Or I can play these games that are, too. But sometimes when they're very dark themes, I just need a break, you know?
Yeah, for me, I guess with a lot of the violence stuff, I can kind of just push that back, because, like, I guess I got a little desensitized to that from seeing it all the time in, like, superhero movies and stuff, so, like, blood and stuff doesn't really bother me. But when it starts getting into those, like, really darker themes, like you were mentioning, that's when it starts to bother me a lot. And I think, like, with Resident Evil, it was a lot of just, like, blood, guts, shooting, killing things, you know? So it wasn't, like, that scary, even when you're in the driver's seat. But when you're in the driver's seat of this and you just feel very unpowerful because you're not playing as, like, a military, like, hot chick with, like, a grenade launcher, it just kind of feels, like, terrifying. Like I'm a little mouse instead of a man, you know? And I appreciate that they did that because it is very scary, but it's hard for me in particular to play, especially with these controls. I think if the controls are better in some of the other games, I'd be much better at, like, playing them, because I'm very good at panicking in situations, and then I'll revert to, like, what I know, and I'll be like, oh wait, this button doesn't actually move, or I don't know, like, how to run in this game, and then I'll be confused and scared, and I'll die.
Well, the problem with this game is that, yeah, in this game and all of the Silent Hill games, it's not that the controls are always bad, but the controls are a little antiquated, you know, like, in terms of horror and stuff, and I think they're all kind of like that. And so the issue kind of becomes that what you know isn't this. Does that make sense?
That kind of helps some of the fear aspect too, I think, you know? Because it's like, you're not in a comfortable spot at all, not even with the controls. And, like, look at these disgusting children. Ezra Miller would, like, be having a wet dream right now.
Well, these children are elevated beings, so I'd appreciate if you'd show them that respect.
Did you check the other door?
I will, just a second.
This is a really creepy room. Something I really love and appreciate about these kinds of games, though, is, like, the puzzles, especially, and finding keys and stuff to open locked doors. I've always absolutely loved that in games. I wish this, like, style of adventure horror was more popular, with, like, all these puzzles and, like, picking up items and using them and stuff, because I just find it to be really fun and nostalgic. And that's why I really want to play that Haunting Ground game with you, but it's literally, like, so much money online.
I wanted to play that Rule of Rose game.
I want to play that game, too. It looks awesome. But, like, if you guys have ever looked it up online, Rule of Rose and Haunting Grounds, They are incredibly expensive. It's ridiculous, and it makes me upset because I want them.
A wheelchair at an elementary school?
What, a kid can't be disabled?
Not Harry, like, removing the ramps from elementary schools. These don't belong here.
What the heck?
Not in my America.
Why can't children be disabled now? Harry's, like, being really, not inclusive.
Not in my America.
What if Cheryl, his daughter, like, lost use of her legs? Would he not allow her to have a wheelchair? Is he against that?
Mm-hmm.
What the heck?
Alright, so...
I really like how oblivious Harry is to everything. He's just walking around this school and he's like, I can't believe a wheelchair is here. But he says absolutely nothing about the murderous children with knives.
Yeah, I mean, you would think he'd know that we're not really in the school anymore.
You'd think he'd be saying a lot more stuff like, this is crazy, I'm terrified. But instead he's like, what? Is this a door?
Yeah, well, Harry is, he's just an average, everyday American.
He's an average, everyday, stupid man.
Don't be mean to him. He's the main character. That means we have to like him.
I just really like that he's the dumbest Silent Hill protagonist from what I've heard.
You know, maybe.
I like that he's, like, sounds like he's a little bit brain dead. You know, he's, like, so suburban daddy that he's like, what? I can't imagine anything ever possibly going wrong in my life.
Some of the dialogue in this one sure makes him out to be a little dumb, like, why is a wheelchair in a school and stuff like that. I don't know if that would be poorly translated or why that is what it is.
I'm, like, waiting for him to make a dad joke at something. I'm waiting for him to be like, oh no, I didn't hurt Datney, I hurt Disney. Like, to a monster.
Is that a dad joke?
Yeah, it's a
I
dad
keep
joke.
clicking triangle or Y or whatever because I think that that's how to get here. It's not, but the controls in this make no sense to me, so...
That's okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
But here we're at the roof. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a boss battle, if I remember right. Pretty soon.
Is it going to be against a lizard?
You know what's... I don't know. I think something...
It looks like something was over there.
I saw that. I'm just looking around, okay?
Oh, blood.
I think something similar to a lizard or like something that would match... I don't know about match that description, but at the very least would be similar to the story and how we beat it. Like, we'd probably have to shoot something in the mouth.
No one, Harry walking up to something and being like, oh, there's a lot of blood all over this. Somebody must be on their period. You know, there's no violence that could ever happen in this world. I could never think of anything terrible happening like that.
No, absolutely not.
Because he comes from, like, a suburban neighborhood where nothing bad ever happens, and, like, if you ever see blood, it must be like, oh, somebody accidentally cut themselves on a kitchen knife.
Why did
Oh, no.
I thought there was a boss battle here. I guess I'm very confused as to where to go.
Try opening the valve.
I did. He said there's nothing unusual about it.
Oh. Well, Harry's stupid. Maybe he should try it again.
I guess I'm a little confused as to where to go and what to do right now. Rubber ball, huh?
Maybe we can use the rubber ball as, like, a plug somewhere. So that way we feel a little bit better about ourselves.
Oh, that... I thought you meant like an actual issue, like a leaking thing.
Oh, I'm talking about a leaking thing.
Okay, alright. Do you see, like, a drain? Oh, wait.
Right there.
This thing?
Yeah.
I clicked the wrong button again. Why is it select?
Sorry.
Well, who picked that?
I don't know. Try going... Oh, you turned off the flashlight.
I hate that.
Try going near that valve again.
No, it's not the valve. Wait a second.
Oh.
There's a hanging key. It's just out of reach.
Yeah, now try going near the valve again. Because you could turn on the water and spit the key out with the water pressure.
I think I need to plug a drain.
Think so?
Nothing special. Yeah, so there's these different drains, so let's try this.
Use the rubber ball. Now try turning it on.
Okay.
Yeah, press yes.
That is a comically large red valve.
That's really funny, actually. Hey, you got it right. See, it's gonna go through there, and then it's not gonna be able to go in that drain. So now it's going over here to this drain.
And then what? It's gonna knock the key down?
I think so, yeah. I think the water pressure is gonna, like, float it up. or something.
Float it up or knock it down.
Something like that.
Whatever. One of the two, it did something.
No, maybe it's probably in like a room below us or something. I bet it's in a toilet. I like that knee he takes.
The key went down the drain. So we are going to have to go down and get that.
I think we should probably go to somewhere that has plumbing, like bathrooms or like a boiler room or something like that.
Yeah, it's interesting because we're gonna have to go find where that drain is now. Like you said, probably a bathroom or something like that.
I think it's probably the second floor bathroom that you can only get to by going through the reception into the girls' bathroom on the first floor.
What do you think? Well, I don't know. It's probably just symbolism. I wonder what's up with the hanging corpses.
I don't know. Whoever's trauma it is, they might be suicidal, or they might have seen somebody get hung, or that hung themselves, or something like that.
It's all very bizarre.
Or maybe that they are just, like, comically afraid of, like, the Suicide Forest.
Or the Suicide Squad.
Or the Suicide Squad, that's it.
What do you think they do with the Suicide Squad? I'll never stop clicking this button on accident, I'm sorry.
It's okay, just try your best.
What do you think they'll do if there's like an advanced screening of the third Suicide Squad movie, but Logan Paul shows up in the hat?
I would be interested to find out what his superhero name is.
Logan Paul?
Yeah.
Well, no, he won't be in the movie. I'm just saying he shows up to the movie wearing the hat.
Oh, okay.
You know, his special hat.
Well, that sounds fine, but I think he should be in the movie, kind of like John Cena.
I'm not against it.
So you need to go downstairs.
So I went the wrong way.
Yeah.
Alright, well here's what we can do. Let's not go in this door. Let's go in this door.
Okay.
Look at that.
I like these noises
come
they make. They're
on.
like,
They're so annoying, and they're there every time.
why do they respawn there?
I don't know. They don't respawn almost anywhere else, so that's what's kind of obnoxious.
They like that room.
Well, after a while, the school becomes not scary. It just becomes annoying. So I don't know if that was the intent.
I don't think so, no. So now we have to go to the end of the hallway, I'm pretty sure, right? Okay, good. And now we can go through the courtyard.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that the key will be out here somewhere, because roof drains usually lead to ground level stuff.
That makes sense.
I don't know where, though. I'm looking around.
Why don't you look near that thingy with my Bob that took us here? That thingy, my Bob.
No.
It's not over there. Would there be like a drain on the ground, you think?
I sure thought so.
Because there's like some shadows that are going on the ground. Why don't you look in the corners? You're not looking in the corners. You were walking the opposite direction.
Well, I didn't know what you meant.
Okay, so let's take a look-see around here, and like...
Wait, there's water. There's water. Wait, there's the key. It was just hard to see. This is a classroom key. Take it? Yes. Okay. So now we know that that'll unlock a classroom. And it looks like...
Do you think it would be the teacher's room, or do you think it would be a classroom upstairs?
Well, if we're looking at the map here, I think it would be a classroom upstairs because these all have at least one entrance into them already.
Yeah, I think it's that classroom over there that has no entrance.
Yes. Yeah, because the lab equipment room is already... You can't get in there.
Yeah, I think it's that classroom all the way at the end there. Because he had it marked where, like, both those doors didn't work, and I don't think we've been in there yet.
Okay, this is hard to get up here.
I remember when I had a problem with that, too.
Getting irritated. Yes, I do.
So, are we gonna go up the... Yeah, let's go up the stairs. Like I said, be faster. I was gonna say, do you want to go in the girls' bathroom and teleport?
I thought about it, but no, I don't. Let's just go up the stairs, and then we know where we are. Sorry, you know what?
It would be really confusing if you were trying to go to your class, but, like, you had to go to the bathroom and you were a girl, and you come out and then you're on the second floor. But it would be really convenient, though, if, like, your class was on the second floor.
I highly doubt that that's what, like, the demonic entities of Silent Hill thought of when they set it up this way, but if I ever have a class here, I know a shortcut.
I know a shortcut.
Alright, let's just run by you. Oh, okay, well, you want a piece of that hairy dick. Literally.
Hairy attack?
Hairy attack. We watched this channel called Nate the Hoof Guy. If you guys haven't seen this, this is honestly... So this is going to be bizarre, I'm sure, to people, but this is one of the most relaxing, calming things. Is watching cow hoof trimming videos. Yeah. It's like veterinary things where people help the cow to feel better. Like they get stuff out of its hoof, or
like clean out cuts and stuff that are stuck in it, punctures. Like they make it just like they'll trim it since it'll get too long sometimes, and that can be really bad on the bones in the cow's foot. Because sometimes they don't shed enough when they are in like a farm environment, you know, when they're just walking around on like concrete and stuff like that sometimes, in like really wintry places.
Yes.
So it's really interesting to like watch this guy like do kind of an ASMR type thing, but also like talk educationally about cows and how to help them.
He also has a channel, by the way, which is I think called Hoof Trimming ASMR, where he does like just it with no talking. But yeah, he teaches you like stuff about the cow for free.
Yeah, I love it. It's awesome. And he like doesn't make you pay for a stupid class like other people we've seen.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I honestly think he's the best hoof trimmer on YouTube because he does not hurt the cow. Like, he very rarely makes it bleed, and when it does bleed, he tells you like why that happened, like because not because he cut it open or something, but because that area with an abscess was very sensitive. Or sometimes he does make a mistake every once in a while, but like I've only ever seen him make a mistake once.
No, I've never seen that.
I saw him make one mistake once, whereas like I've seen some other hoof trimmers make a lot of mistakes, like a lot. And I don't know, I just really like the education of it, and like him talking about the certain things that he uses to clean and help get rid of the infections and stuff, and how it chemically works with the hoof. And like there's this one thing called hairy attack, which is digital dermatitis, which infects the skin layer, which is a corium.
Yeah, the horn production layer of the foot.
And it will affect that part a lot of times when it has like an abscess and stuff. And it just kind of eats away at it, so he has to use salicylic acid to get rid of it. I just find it very interesting and relaxing, and like I love that man.
Yeah, he seems like a sweetheart. He's very nice.
He loves animals too. Every time he sees like a nice dog or something, he's like, "Look at this cute dog."
I gotta tell you, I cannot stand people who work with animals or work with kids or work with that stuff who don't like them.
I know. It makes me mad.
And you can tell.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, like, yeah, I get it, don't judge people, but it's one of those things for me where it's like, well, then why are you doing this? Like, you know, and not him, but there are a lot of people like that, where it's like, why are you a teacher when you hate children? Or why are you, you know, whatever, when you clearly, like, despise these things you're working with, like a vet or something.
Yeah, there is a lot of teachers I had in my primary school, which is 1st to 3rd grade in my town, and, like, a lot of these, like, really old women who would like help out at recess or help out at lunchtime were just like very bitter, angry old women who like very obviously just hated children in general. And I always thought to myself, like, why'd you take this job if you don't like children? You know?
Right.
Because I encountered that a lot in my school system, as like really bitter, mean old ladies. And then you like a lot of times you'd meet like this really sweet person or like this really nice teacher or something that'd be like, yeah, I love kids, and like you'd really see that they really enjoy their job, and it's just like a huge stark difference from these people who just hate their life. And it's like, why do that job then? Why are you ruining your own life and other people's lives?
By the way, it looks like these bodies have been disemboweled.
It does look like that. That's really gross. I have this one core memory of sitting at the lunch table in 1st grade. Mind you, these are all like 6 to 7, maybe 8-year-olds.
I accidentally clicked that twice.
That's okay. And we were told we were too loud. And mind you, there was about 300 kids in my grade, so it's gonna be a little loud in the lunchroom, right? We were too loud. And so we had to sit with our heads down and be completely quiet. And a teacher walked by and looked me right in the eye and like looked at my class and was like, "This class is horrific." And I thought that meant terrific because of the, like, rific part, and I didn't know what the word horrific meant at the time. So I looked up and I smiled and I said, "Thank you."
What did the teacher do?
She got really mad at me. I had to go to the principal. It was not a great day.
That teacher sounds like a bitch.
Yeah, now thinking back on it, I realize a lot of the teachers that I encountered in my school system were huge bitches, and I hope they're having a bad day.
Whoa, what is going on here? That's a body burning, it looks like.
That's gross. But
I
yeah.
can hear he's just sitting here like, oh no.
I was just gonna mention, like,
oh no!
Now that I'm an adult and I know more of what life is going to be like as I get older, I just don't really understand the, like, need and want to be miserable and angry all the time. You know, I just find that really sad and pathetic, and thinking back on a lot of these teachers that I had that were so mean, I think of them as very pathetic, sad people who couldn't do something with their life that they enjoyed and couldn't find people in their life that made them happy, and I just find that very sad. Because now that I'm an adult and I'm finding things that make me happy and doing things that I enjoy, it's like, you know, sure, this is not easy, but, you know, I'd rather do this than, like, wake up every day hating my life, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Also...
Good job, by the way.
Yeah, it looks like that thing is dead. Also, there's a siren going. Are we getting pulled back to the real world? Or the normal world?
Hey, you shot it in the mouth just like the story told you to. Did you use your shotgun?
Yes.
Awesome.
That was the shotgun I was using. Oh. This is Alessa. She's very important to...
She's cute.
Silent Hill. She's a little girl.
Oh, she is?
I know, she looks older than a little girl.
She looked like an adult.
Yeah. Alessa is whose world we're living in, kind of.
What was that?
Oh.
Who in the hell was that?
Why in the hell was that?
Something on the ground over there.
Where
Looks like
in the hell am I? What in the hell?
Is this a
boiler room? What
in
the hell is going on here? A Helen Key? Helen Keller? Alright, let's see. This is the K. Gordon key.
Kelly Gordon?
Who's Kelly Gordon?
She's obviously the long-lost daughter of Jim.
The tag says K. Gordon, found in the school's boiler room.
Alessa, is supposed to be...
Old Silent Hill Southwest Block.
Oh, interesting. So is Alessa supposed to be, like, a primary school age? Because aren't we in an elementary school? Like, is she supposed to be, like, 4th, 5th grade?
Yeah, I don't know if she still is. Like, it's really hard to explain. We're gonna have to get deeper into the game.
Okay.
But Alessa's very important. Oh, thank God.
But at the moment, all we know is she's a little girl, and this is her trauma.
Well, yes.
Well, that's not great, because seeing her trauma reminds me a lot of, very sad things, and I hope she's okay. I think she might need therapy.
Kid went through a lot. Very hard to describe.
I hear a ... A church bell, maybe. Who is ringing the bell? What in the hell is ringing the bell?
What the hell?
What
a
the
bell?
hell?
I don't like bells.
That was a very short boss fight, by the way. Would it be a lot longer if we didn't have the shotgun?
Yes.
That makes sense.
It would be really difficult if we didn't have the shotgun, too.
That's upsetting.
So,
I am glad we're back in normal Silent Hill now and not, like, in the hell world or whatever.
yeah, I mean, we're in the fog world still, I think, but,
A lot nicer looking, though.
Really? Wasn't this the infirmary?
No, that was the reception.
The infirmary's on the other side.
We got in there before, though, and now it's locked. Isn't that interesting? That's how, like, that was the door that we opened, you know, and we walked through there.
Yeah, and it really depends on what world you're in, and things change over the course of the game. It's done very well.
It is very cool.